YouTube, what's going on? It's your man Kells, and today I just am compelled to make a video in regards to all the Division videos, which I keep watching because I'm subscribed to a lot of people who make Division content, and they keep talking about the Dark Zone, and what would help the Division be a little bit better, things like that. And every time I watch these videos, they're so overly complicated that it doesn't make any sense. Massive designed the Dark Zone to be a particular way. Well, it's not working, and it sucks, and it's stupid. And the reason it's stupid, and the reason I can confidently say it sucks, is because, let me see, the game is dead, and nobody's playing it anymore. And, if you go to Twitch, you can see that there's about 500, 600 total viewers, prime time. The game is dead. It crashed harder and faster than Advanced Warfare. And I see Massive to be just like Sledgehammer Games. So I don't know what all these other YouTubers are doing, making these algorithmic-like theories on what the Dark Zone should be. I think the Dark Zone is simply a stupid concept. It's basically a PvE environment with PvP content. I don't know of any other games that does that. If there are, great, wonderful. I don't play them. I'm not familiar with them. But as far as the more popular games, I don't know what that was. But as far as the more popular games, like Destiny, and what I have on my screen, and the reason I have this on my screen is to make a simple point. Like, I feel personally, after playing Destiny for the last 5 days and giving up on the Division completely, and I played the Division since day one, and I haven't stopped playing the Division until about, I don't know, 6 or 7 days ago. And the reason that I stopped playing the Division about 6 or 7 days ago is because I was in the Underground, PS4, doing my Underground PS4 stuff, because it's new, and, we had a whole bunch of players. We had a rush, right? So I'm playing it and playing it and playing it, challenge mode. I got 4-piece tacticians on. My base skill power is 420, so I'm basically a healer. Running recovery link. I got smart cover, and I got overdose, and sometimes, depending on the nature of the actual mission, I might run pulse instead of smart cover, and vice versa, whatever. I know what it takes to survive. I have made videos on how to, try to teach people in a short, simple manner on how to survive Falcon's Lost. I played Falcon's Lost 100+ times, at least, and I've survived it probably 70 times. I know how to stay alive in missions in the Division. Like, I've been playing it for a long time. I'm pretty, I don't know if skilled is the right word. I just know what I'm doing, and I know how to survive, and that's it. And all I want to say is, why can't it be like the Destiny system? In Destiny, you have all these planets, right? Well, let's just take Destiny, and we're going to compare it to the Division. And all these planets represent the PvE world, okay? Because it's exactly what it is. It's PvE. And all these little planets will represent all the missions. We'll call this one Lexington Event Center. We'll call this one over here Queen's Tunnel Camp. We'll call this one, so on and so on. You get the point, okay? Here's your base of operations. And over here, we have the Dark Zone. But in Destiny, it's called the Crucible. So now, when you go to the Dark Zone, you actually, and I don't understand why nobody is mentioning this. They're mentioning things like, well, maybe if there was rewards for going rogue, and instead of that's just stupid, man. It's just stupid. Why can't it be more competitive? People play games that are more competitive. I mean, Overwatch is in the top 3 at Twitch right now. Why is it in the top 3 at Twitch? Because it's a competitive based shooter game. I don't care what else you want to call it. It's a competitive based shooter game. Does it look like Call of Duty? Does it run like Call of Duty? Does it seem like Call of Duty? Does it play like Call of Duty? Do you try to shoot people like Call of Duty? Are you trying to capture objectives like Call of Duty? Is the game mode overall, DNA wise, a sister cousin in-law of Call of Duty? I'm not making a foundation for Call of Duty. What I'm saying is, when you play Call of Duty, when you buy the game, if you already know what Call of Duty is, then you understand it's 100% PvP. And it's based on ego. So here is the giant point, and it's psychological, to why people don't get it. Why the Division has died, and why did I personally leave? One who loved the game, probably, if not more, the most out of a lot of people. I mean, I really, really, really was in love with the game. And when I play a game, I usually play that one game. I don't play other games. I play that one game. How did I end up on Destiny? I had the trial, and I was just done with the Division. I'll get into that in 1 second. I was just done with the Division, and I just jumped into Destiny because I was streaming, trying to start the stream again and be consistent with it. It's not hard. You know, it's not easy because, you know, my room is messy, and I want to do something with that wall. You can't really see it because it's dark. But that wall is, there used to be a TV on there. We had holes going through it for the wiring. It was all really cool. It was just, you know, a wireless. Anyways, so I don't know. I want to paint it, and I got a metric ton of my foam and all that stuff. So I want I want my background to look good. So anyways, why can't the Division be just like the Crucible in Destiny? I'm just really not understanding. 6v6 team objectives. So why can't we have 4v4 team objectives, right? In the DarkZone. Get rid of the NPCs in the DarkZone. Like, get rid of them. When you enter the DarkZone, it should be a PvP, multiplayer, competitive. Now, think of how fun and exciting this would be. I know it would be for me. I'm out in the PvE world, right? And I don't know, I'm running Lexington Event Center, and I say Lexington Event Center because I've run it 1,000 times like everybody else, because it's the shortest mission to run overall. So I'm running Lexington Event Center, I'm running all the other missions, I'm running the incursions just to get gear so I can get stronger, so I can go to the DarkZone, so I can enter the competitive PvE matches and win. And then win rewards for doing that. Like in this game, it's legendary marks, which you use to buy gear and you use to buy guns. That's amazing. Is that not amazing? I think that's amazing. I would love to go run around the Division, play all the incursions to the point, you know, for the point of getting gear, getting better gear, getting stronger, getting my firearms up, my toughness up, my skill power up, and then take all that new power that I have and go to the DarkZone with it and actually kick some ass and win. Have a leaderboard, you know, you can check, you know, stats, not about money or currency or manhunts. That doesn't make any sense. However, for those of you who love the DarkZone and you want to keep the DarkZone the way it is, fine. I have a solution for you. You keep the DarkZone the way it is, but you get rid of NPCs. I still think the NPCs need to be gone because otherwise it just doesn't seem to make any sense. It's a PvE environment with PvP mixed in. So it's PvE and PvP. So the only difference between the DarkZone and the non-DarkZone areas are simply agents that you can physically see in front of you. That's it. Otherwise, it's the same thing. The other ones, nothing is different, right? So if I get out of the base of operations, go straight, take a right, take a left, go down the street, Madison Field Hospital on my left, I'm going to run into NPCs. If I take a right and take a short left to the garage, the parking lot where the tools are, and go to the back alley, NPCs. So it's really no different. The DZ is no different than PvE world. So why don't you just eliminate the stupid ass NPCs from the DarkZone, make the DarkZone strictly PvP, but do it even better. Make it like it is in Destiny. Make it competitive. So you go into the DarkZone with the gear that you've been grinding from the PvE world, you take it into the DarkZone, and you join up with your 4v4, or maybe they'll do 6v6s or 8v8, whatever it is. And it will be like Call of Duty, it'll be like Destiny, it'll be like Overwatch, it will be like a ton of other games. it seems like people accept a game for what it is, and then they say, well, that's not how the game was designed, and that's not what it is. This is an RPG, blah, 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 this, that, and the third. Who cares? The game is dying, and it's dying for a reason. Why did I leave the Division? Very simple. I probably should have got to that point in the beginning. I left the DarkZone because I left the Division because I'm playing the Underground, and it's like you run the mission 10 times, but you die, say, 5 or 6 out of those 10. It's on challenging mode. I didn't get up a high enough rank in the Underground to get the heroic, right? Imagine. But I'm running full 4-piece tacticians, right? My base skill power is 40,000. I'm a healer. I'm running smart cover, I'm running overdose, and I'm running survivor link, okay? So when people drop down, I can revive them from up to 40 meters away. So I keep people alive, and yet we still die. When I'm sitting in my fully over-buffed, well, not over-buffed, it maxes out 70% damage resistance and 50% damage buff, okay? So, but yet the shotgunner still is taking half my health with each pull of his trigger. 70% damage resistance, one trigger pull, half my health. Come on, man. First and foremost, the NPCs in the Division are so overpowered that they are the number one reason, not the DarkZone, man. Everybody keeps saying that the DarkZone destroyed the Division. I never went to the DarkZone. I'm like rank 52 or something in the DarkZone, and that's because I spent maybe 2 hours here and 3 hours there. It's not that hard to rank up in the DarkZone. I mean, damn it, you can go from level 1 to like 14 in an hour just by shooting NPCs. It's not that hard to rank up. But over the course of 4 to 5 months, getting to level 52, going into DarkZone maybe once a week, once a month, I don't know, spending 3 or 4 hours with a group, I mean, it's not that hard to rank up. But I didn't go into the DarkZone because it's not a fun experience to go in, get a bunch of loot, and then get robbed for it. And then all the people that leave comments in other YouTubers' videos that say, man up, get good, da-da-da, da-da-da. Man up, get good? That you're talking about, well, first of all, nobody's going to be able to take on 4 people. Do you understand what I'm saying? And the people that make these videos where it's, 1v6, 1v4, you know who I'm talking about. That doesn't happen all the time. You just got into a situation where the timing worked in your favor. You don't run around the DarkZone day in and day out, every single day, every hour of every day that you play the game, and every time you run to a group, you melt them. So you are the unstoppable individual force. No, it doesn't work that way. Stop putting up clips on YouTube of you 1v6ing somebody. You just 1v6'd a bunch of noobs. They just reached level 30 yesterday, and they got enough gear from running missions that their friends powered them through, and now they're in that DarkZone bracket. And you ran into them and melted them while they're trying to melt you, but it didn't work in their favor because they're not as geared as you, so you melted them, made a video about it, and posted it. 1v6. Shut up! You're stupid. Listen. The DarkZone should be a place where it's organized and it's structured, and you're rewarded based on going out, doing the missions, doing the incursions, and getting your gear up. Then you go into the DarkZone, you team up, you group up, you do a 4v4, 5v5, 3v3, 6v6, whatever it is, and you get rewards for winning. Just like you get rewards in Call of Duty, like you get rewards in Overwatch, the number 3 top played game right now. Look it, I think it's simple, and I'm sure there's, more people gonna disagree with me than there are people that are gonna agree with me. But I don't think it should be anything harder. 3v3, a team objective, right? It doesn't make any sense. Like, what's the problem with this? Competitive multiplayer. Free-for-all. What's the problem? It's free-for-all. You either win or you don't win. You either get first place or you don't get first place. Now, if I go into the DarkZone, as it currently is, and I free-for-all, right, because it's a free-for-all, if I shoot somebody, who cares? What did I gain by shooting somebody? If I run around and I keep shooting and I get manhunt, let's say I get manhunt, and I survive the manhunt, what did I get? Some XP and money? Who cares? There's no stats behind it. There's no leaderboards to say I'm the best in the DarkZone. If you play Call of Duty, there's legit leaderboards that say, look, here's my KD, here's my leaderboard. I am the number 4th player in the world. I don't understand why nobody would want that. So wouldn't you want to be a PvP player in the DarkZone and actually have some notoriety for it? Credibility? Gain credentials by killing people? In an organized, structured manner? I don't understand why that's not spoken about. Anyways, guys, that's my 2 cents, and it's my last 2 cents. I personally am done with the Division. I'm tired of actually working a mission, because you don't play the mission, you work the mission. I'm tired of working the mission to get gear, to get more gear, just to get through the mission, to get more gear, to get stronger, just to get through the mission, to get more gear, to get stronger, just to get to the fucking mission. There's nothing else about the Division. You are working the Division. You don't go into the Division and play a game. You go into the Division to go to work. Hey, honey, what are you doing? I gotta go to work. Which job? The Division. For what? Well, I need to get more gear because I keep getting melted in the DarkZone, and I just want to run around the DarkZone like a buffoon, and I want to try to get gear over there. I don't know why I want to try to get gear over there, but I just do, because I guess people told me that's what I should do, so I'm doing it. No, you just don't have to go to the DarkZone, ever. But I think the fix for the Division would be just that. An organized competitive, just like this, man. Competitive. Classic multiplayer. 6v6 team objective. If I watch teams on Twitch or YouTube, go look them up, man. Go look up the competitive PvP Destiny games on YouTube, on Twitch. Dude, they're exciting, man. They're fun. You know what I mean? It's a nail biter, right? If any of you are Call of Duty fans and you're watching a Call of Duty event, if you're watching Optic versus Envy, right? Or Optic versus FaZe, and you're actually watching it because, you're that type of person like me, and you'll watch it, you're like, holy shit, and it's, they're playing Hardpoint, and that is exciting, man. That's rewarding. It's psychologically refreshing. Here's why the Division died. Because you don't feel good. You don't feel strong. There's no tough guy, right? The Call of Duty, Destiny, all these other games is a tough guy kind of feeling. If I was super powerful and could go into a hard mode mission in Destiny, and everybody else is just trying to chop down this boss, and I come in with a rocket launcher and blast him with 2 shots, I'm just saying, hypothetically, I'm gonna feel strong. People want to feel strong. You don't feel strong in the Division. You feel scared in the Division. You play the Division, and the only thing that you do while you're playing is you are in fear of dying. Your whole goal, your main objective while playing the Division is to not die. But again, when you die in the Division, it's not like you just die and then go back to a checkpoint and start from that point. You die, you go all the way back to the Tactical Operations Center, and then you start a whole new mission, and you start all over again. That is the most annoying, disgusting aspect of any game that I've ever played in my life, and that's why the Division is dead. It is dead. The player count is like this. Twitch viewers are like this. It's gone. It's a wrap. It has died faster than Advanced Warfare. And Advanced Warfare died because Sledgehammer was like, I don't care. We're not listening to you. We built our game. We like it. And that's the way it's going to be. That's been my 2 cents. It's been a very negative rant. I apologize. I will be my last rant. I just felt the need to do it because I'm subscribed to all these people. So when I get online, I see that, I got all these new videos from, all these particular YouTubers, right? And then I watch the videos and I'm just like, I don't understand why nobody's mentioning this. Okay, it is my opinion, but it doesn't matter. There are games that are being played that are extremely, extremely, extremely popular. Black Ops 3 is still in the top 5 on Twitch. It's still in the top 5 on Twitch. It's still in the top 5 on Twitch. There's a reason why it's still a very popular game. And as much shit talking people do about Infinite Warfare, I won't be buying it, but people will buy it, and people will play it, and people will talk shit about it, and it will still be streamed, and it'll still be in the top 10, and I guarantee it. Mark my words. The Division, it needs to be organized, structured PvP. The DarkZone should be like the Crucible in Destiny. You physically, mentally, and spiritually want to go to the Crucible. You want to go to the DarkZone to play some competitive PvP. These are agents against agents, right? And you've been putting in a lot of work in missions and incursions in the underground to get geared up, to get stronger, to go into these PvP battles. When I go into the Crucible in Destiny, I get absolutely murdered. I may kill 3-4 people, maybe on a good day. Granted, I've only been playing for a week, and I've been killed 100 times. So my KD ratio can't get any more negative. If it gets any more negative, it would defy physics. Now, but I'm still excited. I'm still excited to keep playing. Because as I keep playing the PvP, I rank up, I unlock things, I get new weapons, I get new rewards, right? And I go back to my tower, base of operations, and I turn in all my stuff, and I'm looking, and oh, what did I get? Nothing. Oh, that's cool, that's better, right? And I rank up a little bit, I get more light, more health, right? More toughness. And then it's more motivating to go back to the Crucible to try to see what this new gun can do for you. Okay, this gun sucks. You know, you finish that round, you get out, you go back, run some more missions on hard mode, try to get better guns, better gear. Oh shit, I got better guns, I got better gear. Let me go back to PvP and see what I can do with this gun. That's exciting. I don't understand for the life of me why people don't understand the simplicity of how the Division could be what it is. I think the Division is so cool. But the tough guy feeling, the egocentric aspect of gameplay is not there, man. It is dead. It's dead in the Division. You work the Division. The NPCs run the Division, and it's your job to survive and not die at their hand. It's not you are this super agent and you will destroy all NPCs in your path. You know, you don't have that in the Division. And everybody knows that. It takes a solid 4-man squad to go into an incursion, to go into heroic mode incursions, and mathematically organize together how you're going to get this done. And if you don't get it done, it's a wipe. Back to the beginning. Start all over. Who wants to do that? Are you serious? That's why people run Dragon's Nest and they go and they just farm the 4 horsemen and then repeat. They don't want to do the mission because the missions suck. It's too much work. It's too much labor and they take too much time. I'm not saying that there's not missions like raids that can sit there for hours and hours, but it's not the same, man. It's not you're being overpowered by every single, you know, you're only being overpowered by the bosses. You're not being overpowered by every single enemy, every single NPC that's surrounding you. Because you'll have NPCs to your left and the right, and you just shoot them down and stab them and do whatever and get them out of your way and worry about the bosses. But in this game, shotgunners who have no title, they just run up and blast you in the face and you're dead. And then that's it. Your whole squad is dead. You go down, my smart cover goes down, and that's it. Everybody else goes down because everybody's either running pulse or running something stupid like ammo cache. And we all know that. This is it, guys. This has been your man, Kels TV. Listen, I'm going to start streaming. I'll leave the link in the description below. Hopefully some of you guys will come by, stop by, say hi, give me a little bit of a boost because streaming is fun and I would like to be more consistent at it and not sit there and make videos that are ranty and negative. I don't want to be that guy. I don't want to be that guy. So I want to get good at Destiny because Destiny is fun. And I want to make videos about Destiny. And I just pre-ordered the new one, Iron. Rise of Iron? Is it Rise of Iron? Yeah. And so I'm excited. I'm looking forward to it. It's a few weeks away, and of course there's going to be hype about it, and Destiny's going to blow up, and the Division's still going to be sadly behind. And these guys over here in France or Sweden, wherever they are, are on vacation for like a month. I mean, come on, man. Your game is dead and you're on vacation. It should be a 911. Anyways, my 2 cents. I'm out. Peace.